When the questions arrive late at night, what is this quieter way of seeing that lets some people sit inside their own pain without being torn apart by it? When everything feels too heavy, too much, and yet somehow you keep carrying it anyway. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. There's a moment many of us know too well. You're lying there in the dark, the room quiet, the world outside finally still, but inside it's all moving. The old grief that never quite left, the slow burnout that settled in your chest months ago and refuses to lift, the loneliness that whispers you're too sensitive, too emotional, that maybe you've always been the problem. You feel everything so deeply it exhausts you. And still, you wonder why nothing seems to change, no matter how hard you try to fix it. If you're here for the first time, welcome. This is the beginning of something steadier. Not a sudden fix, not loud answers, but a shared walk into a different way of meeting what hurts. I've been moving through the same questions for years, learning how to carry what cannot be changed without letting it steer everything. And if that sounds like the kind of quiet company you've been missing, I'd be glad if you subscribed so we can keep going together, step by step, late night by late night. At this point, you've probably read the articles, watched the videos promising quick calm. But this isn't about becoming someone who feels less. It's about the slow shift that happens when you stop fighting the feeling itself and start noticing what you've been handing your power over to without realizing. The endless loop of, why is this happening to me? The way the mind turns the raw ache into a story that keeps replaying, adding weight with every retelling. What if the weight isn't the enemy? What if the real exhaustion comes from the unconscious way we let it steer, believing every wave of sadness means something is broken in us, that every surge of anxiety is proof we're failing at life? The feeling arrives raw and honest, like weather moving through. It's the stories we pile on top that turn it into something that never ends. Imagine a man, let's call him Daniel, sitting alone in his small Brisbane flat after another long day that felt like treading water. He's 38, the kind of person who absorbs everyone else's emotions at work until his own become background noise. Tonight the rain is tapping on the tin roof, and he's staring at the same crack in the ceiling he's been meaning to fix for years. The loneliness isn't loud anymore. It's just there, steady, like an old companion that's learned to match his breathing. He keeps thinking, if he could just figure out the right mindset, the right technique, the pain would finally leave. What he doesn't know yet is that the ache isn't asking to be solved. It's asking to be seen without the extra layers of judgment he keeps adding. Some things are simply not ours to command. The events that land, the losses that carve their shape into us, the way the world keeps moving, whether we're ready or not. But the way we meet those things, the quiet judgment we pass on our own heart for daring to feel them so fully, that part has always been closer than we think. The emotion itself isn't the problem. It's the way we've been reacting without noticing, tightening around it, turning one honest wave into a storm that lasts for years. There's a different kind of stillness that can grow here, not the absence of feeling, but the slow realization that you no longer have to be controlled by everything that passes through. You can let the grief move without becoming its prisoner. You can carry the burnout without letting it define the shape of your days. The difficulty isn't punishment. It's the raw material where something steadier begins to form, if you stop insisting it shouldn't be there in the first place. If any of this is landing, even a little, hit subscribe and walk with me. We'll keep turning these questions over together, without forcing quick answers, just honest company on the days when the weight feels heaviest. I wonder, when that familiar weight settles in again, do you still rush to push it away? Or have you started to sit with it long enough to notice what it's been trying to show you all along? Because the questions don't vanish. They keep arriving late at night, softer perhaps, but still asking. And maybe that's where it quietly begins. Not in fixing the feeling, but in learning how to carry what cannot be changed with a little more space around it. The weight keeps moving, even when everything else has gone still. And somehow, without fanfare, you start moving with it differently, together with someone who's been there too.